All right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, June 11th, 2020. And this morning, we're going to talk about how we all need to listen. Let's get started.
It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right. What's happening, guys? What's happening? I'm trying to get this shared out here, so pardon me for a second. But we got a good topic this morning, guys. This one is really one I've talked to a handful of people about this, but it's it's kind of about what's going on in our world right now, and the situation with George Floyd, the response to that, the people that are out protesting, and everything that kind of goes along with that. And it's been really kind of tugging on my heart a little bit to talk about this and to share my feelings on this situation and just kind of what I've been thinking about as I've processed this situation myself. And so, I want to help people with a different perspective, I guess, to just kind of talk through this together and share with you guys some of the things that I have learned along the way here in, again, trying to process this whole thing myself, because everybody, in some way, shape, or form, everybody is emotionally charged about this topic. And, there's a lot of division that comes along with this, and so, what I've realized is that, we have found ourselves here in the most interesting of times. We've got a pandemic that kind of put us all in an interesting situation. We're experiencing more division and more chaos than probably any time I remember in my 41 years of life. And so what I want to talk about this morning is what I believe will be part of the solution of how we all make progress together. And, what I've seen as I've kind of, tried to just take a step back in this scenario and not speak for a while, just kind of take it in and listen to people and have conversations with people to try and understand. And, what I've learned through this whole thing is a couple of things, but the main one that I think is a big part of the solution. And this goes for every aspect of life, but most definitely in what we're all experiencing with regard to everything that's going on in the world, with regard to the protests, the death of George Floyd, and all of everything having to do with that. The tension that's in our country is obvious to everybody, right? And what I've observed is that I think that we all need to learn how to listen much, much better in our country. We live in a society that is constantly feeding us information and molding our opinions and thoughts through that information that we consume. And it happens all day, every day, right? To the point that we almost become insensitive to what's going on around us. We become insensitive to the feelings of other people because there's so much access to information. And we don't have to look very far for information or people that agrees with us. There is, always opposite sides of things, and those sides have very, far extremes, and then they have everything in between. But that information is always available to us. And so I want you guys to think about that this morning as you're listening to this and as we go through some of the things that we're going to talk about here. But, we live in a society where that information for a lot of people, when we find that information that agrees with us, or we find those people that agree with us, it makes people feel better because there's safety in numbers. There's safety in having other people agree with you. If there's plenty of other people that agree with you, then we must be right. And the truth is that That is just not the case. We're gonna watch a video together here in a second that will explain to you where I'm coming from, and many of you have maybe seen it, but I want you to watch it in a different way this morning. So I want to show you a video of the pain that is caused in a person when people don't listen, when other people don't listen. And what you're going to see in this video, the pain from this video, from this man's heart, it does not happen overnight. And it is not something that anybody should take lightly. And when I watched this video for the first time, it really changed a lot of things in me, just the way that I saw things and the way that I was kind of processing this whole situation. And this is what happens when we choose to listen to respond instead of truly listening to understand. And so I want you to literally, when I'm playing this video and you're listening to this exchange between these two guys, I want you to try and feel this guy's pain and what he is experiencing while you watch this video. So here it is.
I understand.
Well, we worried about this
I understand.
material, but we won't stand up for the
I understand.
motherfuckers. They get killed on the
Come
daily
here, talk
basis.
to me. I understand. How old are you?
I'm tired of this.
How old are you?
I'm 45 years old.
45 and I'm 31.
And I'm tired of seeing
the older generation in me, and I
right
am too.
And we've been standing
But let me
around
tell you
as the
something.
older ones, taking all this always hoping for a kumbaya.
Come here.
Always standing around for a kumbaya. Ain't nobody coming to protect us.
Let me tell you
We gotta
something.
start our own life.
I understand. But let me tell you something right here. This 16, he's 16.
Oh my they gonna kill him next
He's
week.
16.
What we gonna do?
You tell me.
What we gonna
But
do?
this ain't the way. Because they ready to let loose. If the United States president say, if you loot, we shoot. Do you think doing this going
I
on?
know it.
It's doing
I
this
know it. But it's time to stand up.
So don't get it going
At
on.
this point, I'm ready to die.
Let me tell
For
you
what's
something.
going on?
Let me tell you something.
That's the problem that we
That
got.
you see right now, it's gonna happen 10 years from now. And at 26, you're gonna be doing the same thing I'm doing. You understand that? 10 years. You're gonna be right here too.
But he also got to
So
stand
what
up
I
for
need
what he
y'all
gotta
to
stand
do
up
right
for.
now at 16 is come up with a better way. Because how we doing it, it ain't working. He angry at 46. I'm angry at 31. You angry at 16.
It's over,
You
man.
understand me?
It's over.
Putting yourself in harm's way
I
is
know
not
it.
the way.
No, it's not.
You and then other your counterparts the same age and that has that same power. Y'all come up with a better way. Cause we ain't doing it.
Oh my God.
And I have a 5-year-old son.
Oh my God.
And it ain't happening. I marched 4 years ago. Keep Lamont Scott did the same y'all doing. The same exact thing night after night after night. It don't matter. Come up with a better way. You understand me? You keep yourself.
So I'm assuming that everybody probably had a similar reaction to that video that I did. And, you know, it's a tough thing to watch when you put yourself in that guy's shoes. And as a white guy in this country, I can't relate to that type of pain. But what I can tell you is that pain and what that guy was experiencing and talking about, that comes from people not listening. And that is real raw emotion that is coming from that guy. And, you know, you got a 45-year-old man there that is saying, I'm ready to die for what is right. And you have a 31-year-old man that has a 5-year-old son that is just trying to change things, not even for himself, but for the next generation. He's talking to a 16-year-old and saying there has to be a better way. And, you know, the reason I wanted to talk about it this morning, and I don't want to get into the debate of what's right and wrong, or you know, all of the things that come along with this conversation. I just want to talk to you guys about just listening, just understanding that that combination of anger and pain is only solved with listening. It is only solved by being heard. There is a quote, I think I shared a video from Martin Luther King about a week ago that said, riots are the voice of the unheard. And so, you know, my pastor talked this weekend about the combination, the need for the combination of justice with righteousness. And I want to explain to you guys what that means, because that was another thing that really impacted me. And I think the combination of listening and then understanding the combination of justice with righteousness and how that plays a part in healing and actually making a difference is really important in how things move forward from here. So justice, by definition, I looked it up this morning, is just simply just behavior or treatment. So everybody wants justice for this situation, right? And nobody has watched a video of that man dying at the hands of the police and feels good about it. Nobody that has a good heart could watch that video and not be heartbroken. Righteousness, by definition, is the quality of being morally right or justifiable. And so that combination of justice with righteousness is necessary in these situations. And there's a lot of people out there, 99% of the people that are out there protesting, that are trying to have their voices heard, that are trying to have people listen and understand the pain that guy in that video was trying to share with that other man. Those people are trying to be heard. And then there's 1% of those people that are causing problems, that are out there doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and you know, really not having righteousness along with their search for justice. And the challenge, I think, in this situation is that it's very easy to be distracted by the lack of righteousness of a very small number of people, and allow ourselves not to listen to the 99% that are trying to be heard. And so I think that, you know, as we think about this morning, you know, tomorrow I turn 41 years old. And if there is anything I could ask of you for my birthday, if any of you want to do something for me for my birthday, it is just to listen. Just to try to do a better job of listening to people and really listen to understand. And we are all a work in progress with that. I am as well. You know, this is a tough situation. It's one that impacts all of us. I think that we all feel, you know, that draw on us or the weight of this situation, you know, regardless of what color, race, religion, doesn't matter what you are, everybody feels an impact. Certainly people feel more impact than others, but we all feel something from this situation that's going on. And I think that, you know, we all get better. We get better as people. We get better as a society when we truly try to listen, and when we seek out people that don't agree with us. You know, one of the things that really bothered me about, you know, the last few months when we had the things going on with COVID-19 and all the things going on in the world, and you started to see YouTube and Facebook and all these different things starting to take videos down and starting to remove things from, you know, things that they say we're not saying. You know, censorship is a really sensitive thing, because if we don't have opposite opinions, then we don't learn. And so that video that you just watched is a result of not listening to opposite opinions, because nobody can watch that video and not understand that guy's pain, and nobody can watch that video and not understand that we all need to listen much, much better. Because when you see a person going through that, when you see that like deep, deep, raw pain and emotion, it makes a difference. It makes an impact, and it makes you want to listen more. And so I would ask you guys, to just think about how much you have been listening, or maybe how much you've been seeking out information more on the side of what you agree with, whichever side that is. And I would ask you to try and seek out and listen to, a well-rounded group of people when it comes to every situation in your life, not just this, but this is a great example of how we all need to listen more. And I think that makes the world a better place. I think that is how we take the next step into the future, is to, genuinely, as a country, as a people, we listen more. Genuinely listen. Just open your ears and let people talk, and listen to understand, not to respond. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope it gave you some perspective this morning. It was something that, I've been wanting to talk about this topic, but I really didn't know how. It's difficult. It's a difficult topic. It's a difficult thing to discuss. You never want people to feel like you're coming from a place that you don't intend to come from, and it is just, it's difficult, man. I see these people, with so much pain, so many people with so much pain, and I can feel their pain. Like I have that empathy for people that makes me feel other people's pain. And I want it to stop. I believe that starting to listen to people is really the solution. It's, just open your ears and take all the things that you have thought or believed or, have known your whole life or assumed was the case. Just take all that and put it to the side and actually listen. And seek out people that are going to tell you the real raw truth, not what's politically correct and not what's the easy thing to process, but the truth, how they really feel, on all sides, by the way. Everybody should have open and honest conversations with people that they trust and, that they can have these conversations with. But it's just a necessity, man. But remember, that message from my pastor this weekend really hit me. It was like, justice with righteousness is the only way, because one without the other is no good, right? If there's righteousness without justice, that doesn't work. And justice without righteousness, it just sends the wrong message. And so that's what I would ask you guys to do this week into the future, is just realize how much we all need to listen a lot more and genuinely listen. So I appreciate you guys joining in this morning. Christina, thank you very much for that comment. I appreciate that. I don't really know how to do this, but I felt the need to do it. And, it is, it's something that I hope it was helpful for everybody. I hope that it just gave you a little bit different perspective, because this challenge, if we just ignore it and we just go back to normal, as that man in the video said, 10 years from now, we will be in the same place again. So reach out to people, listen, give people a hug, tell them you appreciate them, and, and really, really seek to understand. Because once you understand, we are all the same, man. We all feel the same pain. We all feel the same discomfort. We all feel everything, and we all have the same emotions and the same pain and the same wiring inside of us. And so realize that and just be there for one another and do the right thing every day, man. And the world will become a better place, piece by piece by piece. And that is that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday. I hope this message gave you some perspective, and I will see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., same place, same time, right here on Morning Perspective. Love you guys.